Good morning. It's September 11th and we've survived the storm. We are getting ready to move forward with our post-recovery operations. Again, I'm LaVerriere, the city manager, and this is our police chief, Jeffrey Katz, and our fire chief, Glenn Joseph. So we are in post-storm recovery operations. Our police and fire operations are back out on the streets. They were able to do that in the middle of the night. They are doing their best to assess power lines that are down and safety issues on the roads. Our trash crews are out doing the same and trying to open up and clear the roads of any hazards. The county has lifted the curfew as of now, or early this morning, and will remain in effect. We're open till 8 tonight, and then the curfew is back in place until dawn tomorrow morning, which is 7 a.m. and I'll let the chief elaborate a little bit more on that. But we are trying to do recovery operations, so we do ask. I know people are curious and you want to get out on the road and see what things look like, but there still are some dangers out there, seriously, with power lines and so forth and standing water. So if you would stay home, we would truly appreciate it and let our emergency crews get things safe for you. We are still active in our EOC here at Fire Station 5. We will remain active today. We're hoping tomorrow morning, after we do some damage assessment on our municipal facilities, that we'll be able to resume normal operations. We plan to, at this point, open City Hall tomorrow morning for business. Things change, we'll certainly post something this afternoon. Water is safe to drink. We didn't have any loss of any problems in our systems with our water systems. Trash and garbage is going to resume tomorrow. We do have debris collection getting started. Is it today? I think we're doing some, not till tomorrow, okay. Getting stuff off the streets right now. Debris collection will begin tomorrow. Garbage collection will begin tomorrow, but not bulk waste. So if you've got an old refrigerator, don't put it out. Let us get the vegetation off the roads and your regular garbage as quickly as we can. Please keep your garbage and your yard vegetation waste separate. It's very important that we maintain the vegetation as clean vegetation when we go to dispose of it. Water safe, trash is getting collected. Our hotline, our information line, public information line, is still up and active, and just as a reminder, the number is 561-742-6921. So if you have general questions throughout today, we do have someone answering that line to help you with your questions. I think other than that, I'm going to turn it over to the police chief. Actually, one more thing. If you see some palm fronds in the street, some light vegetation that you can safely remove out of the street and put it into your vegetative pile on your property, we would appreciate that. That'll help us on some of the small stuff. Just don't get yourself in a situation where you hurt yourself, but that would be helpful as well. Chief?
Thank you. Good morning. I'm glad that we've survived the storm here in Boynton Beach. I'd like to say that I've been through many storms in this city, and I'm very proud of the way the city has come together and worked, and how the community has responded to our information that we've shared. For the most part, people complied with the curfew. I made a personal appeal a couple of days ago to you to do so, and I'm appreciative of those of you who have. We, as the city manager said, the county did stand down the curfew until it's now a dusk to dawn curfew, so that translates to an 8 p.m. to 7 a.m. curfew in Palm Beach County, and we anticipate that for the next 48 to 72 hours. And a lot of that has to do with the fact that utilities are down so widely throughout the county. It's just not safe. Obviously, you've got traffic lights that are out. And speaking of traffic lights, just a refresher from when you got your license. When you approach a four-way intersection and there are traffic lights there, please, and they're not operational, please treat that intersection as if there were stop signs on all four corners. That is fundamental. We've seen an issue with that already. With people going out on the streets today. I'm seeing a lot of it on social media. People are concerned about it. So please remember, four-way stop. If there's no working light, treat it as an intersection with stop signs. And finally, I'd like to just give a shout out to all of the families of our first responders and our first responders in general. we're stuck in the emergency operations center and really don't have an opportunity to interact with our personnel as much as I would like to. And I want to tell you how much I appreciate you. I want to tell you how much I appreciate you stepping up. Your families, if you're a family of one of our officers, thank you for your support. If not for your support, we would not be effective in doing what we're doing. So I want to tell you how much I appreciate you. And that's all I have.
Good morning, everybody. We could all breathe a collective sigh of relief. The storm's over. But there's still some hazards that we need to talk about. Most of our casualties actually occur when people are trying to recover, cutting down trees and moving things around. We see a lot of injuries. So, as a general rule, be careful. If you're using a power tool, again, use safety equipment, goggles, helmets, gloves, or minimum, boots, chaps if you're using a chainsaw, just to make sure that things don't buck and get out of control, and then you end up in the emergency room. So be careful, use them carefully, and if you don't know how to use the power equipment, then probably get a contractor. It's probably the best thing for you. Generators, if you're using a generator, because a lot of people don't have any power, again, carbon monoxide is a killer. So you don't want it anywhere in your house. Keep the generators downwind so they don't blow in when the breeze happens. No patios. If you're in an apartment building, unfortunately, you can't have a generator in your patio, especially if you're in a high rise. No generators on the patio. If we see them, we'll come in and we'll take them away from you. So no generators. If you are, keep them about 10 feet away from your home, downwind from your home. That way you don't get the fumes into your house. If you're walking around the yard, again, gloves, use shoes, because as the power line becomes energized, some of them will still be in the yards and in puddles and all that stuff. So if you're walking around barefoot or you don't have proper boots on, you may get into a little bit of a trouble situation. So stay indoors if you don't need to be outside. Don't walk into puddles. Be careful, especially when you're cutting down trees, that there are no overhead power lines in the trees. We get a lot of injuries that way. Generally, be safe. We could breathe a sigh of relief. We got to pass this time. We shouldn't be preparing for the next one, because it's going to happen again. Keep your family safe. Call your neighbors and friends. See how they're doing. And if you are in the neighborhood, somebody needs help, a group effort is always safer than a single effort. So help each other out. If you need help, call 911. If you need information, call our information line. We'll be here 24/7 like we always have. Again, thank you very much. We had a really good storm. Everybody's doing really well. We have very, very few casualties so far, and we're looking forward to a safe recovery period. Again, thank you very much.